On the 27th of January 1959, the school, first known as Ermington High School, opened with an enrollment of 352 pupils in 10 classes. What was radically different about this school was that it was co-educational. Up until 1959, secondary schools were usually single-sex. Marsden's original uniform was very typical of school uniforms of the period: tunics, gloves and berets for girls, and grey serge trousers or shorts for the boys, with ties worn by both sexes. Soon after the school opened, it was decided to create 4 sports houses named after prominent sportspeople such as Sir Donald Bradman, and students competed in their house groups in athletics and swimming carnivals. Sports for boys included cricket, swimming, tennis, basketball, soccer and athletics. Sports for girls included hockey, softball, athletics, ice skating and squash. Assemblies were held outdoors with students lined up in class groups, and staff stood together on the raised area. Principal Hagen was a heavy smoker and frequently addressed the assemblies, cigarette in hand. How times have changed. By the beginning of 1960, the remaining blocks of the school were completed and a new first form was enrolled. Later that year, the school was able to purchase a movie camera and projector and formed a photography club. The club held their meetings in the science rooms on Fridays, often screening films and charging a sixpence for admission. Clubs and groups such as the Air Training Corps, Chess Club and bands played a significant part of school life. The first school magazine was published in 1961 and contained staff and student lists, photos and messages from the principal, the deputy and the school captains. The school's motto, "We learn to serve," was based on the thoughts of ancient Greek philosophers that happiness is not so much something we seek, but rather something that comes as the result of kindness and service to others. In 1963, the Marsden Orchestra, led by Mr. Gill, was selected as one of 3 to play at the Town Hall in the annual Festival of Instrumental Music. The influence of teachers such as Richard Gill and Joyce Walsh contributed greatly to the outstanding musical achievements of Marsden High. Music studies have always been an important part of Marsden High's curriculum, and it continues to flourish and be a significant feature of the school. Marsden's first sitting of the school certificate was held in 1965 in the newly completed Assembly Hall. Marsden High continued to move with the times and grew with the cultural changes through the 70s and 80s, all the while providing the highest standard of excellence in education. During Term 3 of 1995, Greg Wan, an ex-student of Marsden High, was appointed as principal. In 1996, the school motto, "We learn to serve," was changed to "Learning for Life" in order to be more relevant for an ever-changing contemporary society, because learning is a continuous, lifelong process. 1996 also saw the first international fee-paying students arrive at Marsden. Today, we have the 3rd largest enrolment of these students in a New South Wales government school system. Marsden High introduced a TAFE program in 1997, with teacher training to enable these vocational programs to be taught at school for the higher school certificate. 1998 saw the beginning of a computer network installed. Over the next 3 years, all Year 9 to Year 12 students will have a laptop. Between 1998 and 2003, work was done to improve our playing fields, outdoor covered area, classroom furniture, air conditioning, and the extension of the computer network. We were the first school in New South Wales to have a computing studies head teacher appointed. In 2000, students of Marsden High were trained to be the flag raisers at the welcoming ceremony for every country on their arrival at the Olympic Village for the Sydney Olympic Games. In 2002, work commenced to provide facilities for physically impaired students, and over the next 2 years, ramps and elevators were installed. 2002 also saw the demise of the study of European languages. In its place, Korean was first introduced, and today, languages continues to grow with the addition of Chinese and Japanese in the curriculum. Today, Marsden is still a wonderful, dynamic school, playing a major role in our community. It's a growing school, representing the best features of our most culturally diverse city in the world, Sydney. The staff and students of Marsden High, both past and present, would like to thank you for helping us celebrate our first 50 years of excellence in education. We now look forward to the next 50 years and beyond.